Overbreeding a Labrador Retriever can lead to irreversible health consequences. Responsible breeding is about timing, not numbers. A female Labrador's first heat cycle, or estrus, typically occurs between 6 and 12 months of age. While she is physically capable of becoming pregnant during this time, it is far from ideal. A Labrador this young is still a puppy herself, both physically and mentally. Her body is not yet fully mature. Her pelvic bones, for example, are still developing. Breeding at this stage puts immense strain on her system and significantly increases the risk of complications during pregnancy and birth, endangering both her and her puppies. Responsible breeders agree that a Labrador should never be bred during her first or even second heat cycle. They prioritize the long-term health of the mother above all else. Waiting is essential. Most veterinary and breeding organizations recommend that a female Labrador should not have her first litter until she is at least 2 years old. By this age, she has reached full physical maturity. Her skeletal structure is complete, and her body is better prepared to handle the demands of pregnancy, whelping, and nursing. This waiting period also allows time for comprehensive health screenings. Labradors are prone to certain genetic conditions, such as hip and elbow dysplasia, eye problems like progressive retinal atrophy, and heart conditions. Responsible breeders conduct thorough health checks on both the male and female before even considering a pairing. These tests, which often include X-rays and genetic analysis, can only be accurately performed once the dog has reached physical maturity, usually around the 2-year mark. Breeding before these clearances are complete is a gamble with the health of the puppies. The frequency of breeding is just as critical as the age of the first litter. A female Labrador's heat cycle typically occurs every 6 to 8 months. While it is biologically possible for her to have 2 litters within a single year, this practice is strongly discouraged and considered unethical by reputable breeders. Carrying, delivering, and nursing a litter of puppies is incredibly demanding on a female's body. It depletes her nutritional reserves and requires significant physical and emotional energy. Breeding her on consecutive heat cycles, known as back-to-back breeding, does not give her body adequate time to recover. This can lead to smaller, weaker litters, increased puppy mortality, and severe long-term health problems for the mother. Her overall health can decline, her immune system can weaken, and her lifespan may be shortened. A responsible breeding schedule prioritizes the mother's recovery. The consensus among ethical breeders is to allow at least 1 full heat cycle to pass between litters. This means breeding a female Labrador no more than once a year. This interval gives her body the necessary time to fully recover her physical condition and nutritional stores. It also allows her to regain her mental and emotional balance after the intensive process of raising a litter. This approach ensures that she is strong and healthy for each subsequent pregnancy, which in turn leads to healthier and more robust puppies. The focus is on the quality of the litters and the well-being of the mother, not the quantity of puppies produced. This practice respects the dog as a living being, not a breeding machine. Even with a healthy schedule of 1 litter per year, there is a limit to how many litters a female Labrador should have in her lifetime. Most reputable kennel clubs and veterinary associations recommend a maximum of 3 to 4 litters for any individual female. After this point, the cumulative physical toll of repeated pregnancies and births increases the risks of complications. The quality of her uterine environment can decline, and the chances of difficult births or other health issues rise significantly. Breeding beyond this limit places an undue burden on the dog's health for purely commercial reasons. Ethical breeders plan a female's breeding career with her retirement in mind. A Labrador's breeding career should end by the time she reaches a certain age. While a healthy female can remain fertile into her later years, it is not safe or humane to continue breeding her. The general guideline is to retire a female Labrador from breeding by the age of 5 to 7 years. As she ages, her fertility naturally declines, and the risks associated with pregnancy and birth increase substantially. Older dogs are more prone to complications like uterine inertia, where contractions are weak, often requiring emergency C-sections. They also have a harder time recovering from the physical demands of whelping and nursing. Retiring a breeding female at a reasonable age allows her to enjoy her senior years in good health, as a cherished companion. For male Labradors, the considerations are different, but equally important. A male can become fertile as early as 6 months old, but just like females, they should not be used for breeding until they are fully mature. The same 2-year minimum age is recommended, allowing time for their physical development to complete and for all necessary health screenings to be performed. A male dog with a good temperament and excellent health can technically sire litters for many years. However, responsible breeders are selective. They monitor the male's health and fertility over time. As a dog ages, the quality of his sperm may decline, which can affect litter size and viability. His overall health and genetic legacy are paramount. Overusing a single popular sire can also be detrimental to the breed's gene pool, reducing genetic diversity and potentially concentrating harmful recessive genes. Ethical breeders manage their male dogs' breeding careers carefully, ensuring they are not overused and are retired when it is in the best interest of their health and the breed as a whole. Ultimately, responsible breeding practices for Labradors revolve around patience, health, and ethical stewardship. It requires a deep understanding of the breed's needs and a commitment to prioritizing the well-being of the dogs above all else. This approach ensures the continuation of healthy, happy Labradors for generations to come.